Oh, it's nice and toasty in here, but it's so cold outdoors. Probably about 4 or 5 degrees Celsius out there. I'm in the mood to pick some tomatoes. And I think we're going to take the majority of the red and orange ones and try to get the rest of them to turn a little bit before the next and final picking. Come over and we'll see what we have here. We got quite a lot of small red ones in there now. We got a handful of larger red ones. There's a few in right here. And a lot of them have this little bit of an orange glow to them. So they're getting ready to turn. I've got these down here that are still very green. And this particular plant seems to have yellowed a bit on the stem here. So I'm not sure what's going on with that one. I'm wondering if it's getting its nutrients okay. I'll check that. Over this way, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pepper plants. I was going to pick these peppers today, but there's a handful that are well underway of turning, and I'd like to give them the chance to finish turning. This guy here getting a little bit of yellow to it. We got these over here that are nice little red ones. So rather than pick these yet, I'm going to leave them until the final picking of the tomatoes. And then we'll clean the system right out. That'll be in probably another 3 or 4 days. All right, let's start off by getting some of these tomatoes that are in behind here. We'll just find our way in through here. Look at some of these here. Picked. Look at this guy here. Weird shape to him. Some of these are growing so much there that they're splitting open. These will all be going in the freeze dryer within the next day or so. Unless we have a few with our meals at this point in time. Got these here really, really red, but yet they didn't get as big as the other ones. Let's see what they're like. They're good, really good. I'm hoping you guys aren't getting too much noise there from the little diesel heater. It's working pretty hard here this morning, keeping things comfortable in here. We got some more up top here. This is almost like picking berries. So many of them and they're so small. Leave those couple. Let me back out of here, see what else we have. You know, every year I question whether I'm going to do this again, because it does take up quite a bit of time, and it's hard to leave the system for any more than a couple of days at the most, because of the levels of the fluid and so on, nutrients. Everything has to be kept going. And it's always difficult finding somebody to check on things when I get that alert saying that the nutrient level has gone down or the pump has stopped. So we're going to see what happens next year. I'll probably be at it again. But over the winter, I will be looking at automating a little bit more. Not sure yet what aspects I have to look at to do that. But I would like to have it so I can leave the system for a week or two at a time. One of the things that I found the first year when I tried to get away from it a little bit like that was that it wasn't so much the feeding of the plants, it was the fact that they were growing so fast that they had to be pruned every couple days. I had to be in here going with the snips, keeping them trimmed back. We're going to have a fine bowl full. We'll leave those couple for another few days. Those up there are a bit orange yet. Lots of green ones way up here. I said one time before that being an indeterminate plant, these tomatoes would just keep on going so long as their environment was good. I just want to show you here now that if we look in here, we've still got lots of new tomatoes and so on. We've still got some flowers. Down here, just look at this. New growth coming up. Look. So long as their environment is good, they'll keep on going. Look at all this new growth in here. I should have all this trimmed off. And I'll probably chop it off there now because it's taking nutrients. Take that one there too. I see a couple of red ones right down in the bottom there. See if I can get my arm in there to get those. They're right down in the back here. I don't want to knock them down. I see a red one down there on the ground now, actually. So if I can get these back up here. There we go. They'll be all right, just right there. That one. Now we have mostly green ones left there now, or some that aren't completely turned. We'll take this one here. It's ready to go. All right, that's not bad. That little guy right there, it's ready. It's a little bit small, but we have some place for that one to go, don't we? Yeah, we're gonna have that one. These tomatoes are so sweet this year. Okay, now that we have those tomatoes out of there, we're going to start doing some heavy pruning. All of these leaves that are in hard shape here, they're coming off. They're doing nothing for us except taking our nutrients. So off they come. All we really want from these now is to get these to change color as much as possible. We may not get them all to turn, but Let's get rid of this new growth that's in here. Oops. Snipped off that one, and it's got a green one there. It's even got flowers on it. Look at that. Alright, we'll take the green tomato. Unfortunately, those flowers won't be producing this year. So by getting rid of as much of this as possible, we're getting that energy to go to the tomatoes, help them ripen. Oh, not even sure what we have here. This guy going up through here. That's this one here. It's all new growth. A couple little tiny tomatoes, but look at the flowers on it. So we're taking that off because that's not going to have time to do anything this year anyway. We've got a lot of new growth down here as well. Look, beautiful fresh growth. Nice light color leaves. Even way down here, coming out from that stalk. We'll get that stuff out of there. Just being careful here now that I don't snip off branches that have tomatoes on them. I'm only going for the leaves. That one, they're head tomatoes, they're all picked, so that one will come off. This is all new growth on this one. There's a couple of little tiny tomatoes there, but they're not going to... Oops, I just snipped off something I didn't want to snip off. And I think they almost went down into the nutrient. There we are. We didn't mean to snip those off, but they're off, so they'll go in the house. They'll continue to change color. No problem. Get through here. What do we have here? Those tomatoes are over there, so this one can come off. Now with our shorter days, getting rid of all this stuff as well is going to really help to get the sun. That little bit of sun that we have left, it's going to help to get that to the tomatoes. Much of this growth off as possible. It's all about the sun right now. Still got quite a bit going on over on this side as well. There we are. Look at the flowers on this. That would keep on producing if the environment stayed right. But we're not going to keep this place this warm all the time. There's some fresh new growth coming up here. Some more here. Very green, lush leaves there. So much of the other stuff here is getting dry and hard, brittle. And then you see this beautiful green stuff shooting up. A lot of fresh stuff up on top here. I guess where it's getting a little bit more sunshine right up top. And up there. Flowers, a couple of small tomatoes on it. It's going to come off. You see up in the sunshine there, that's still going strong. Bit of a reach for a short guy like me. But we're getting them. This is opening up very nicely up here now for the light to get through. Now we're able to have a really good look at what's left here in tomatoes. Most of the leaves are gone. Still a lot of small ones there. As long as they turn, then they will be usable. I guess even as green tomatoes, they're going to be fine. I think that's how we're going to leave those for now. We've been keeping the heat up above 6 degrees in here at nighttime. Quite often I get that little heater going and we're up to around 14 degrees. The new plastic that we put on the greenhouse is really making a difference. And the fact that we put it over top of the other plastic almost insulates this place. We got a really nice harvest this morning. Lots of tomatoes. We're going to take our leaves and branches that we just cut off and carry those out into the garden where they're going to be chopped up this fall and become part of the soil. Look at all this stuff carried out. Well, I was going to take you guys out to the garden with me, but in the past half hour we went from a beautiful sunny morning, the sky was gorgeous, to fog and drizzle. Lots of it. So, we're not going out in the garden this morning. Now that we have that done, we're going to leave things to hopefully ripen. We'll see you next time. Right here in the greenhouse.